All right, man, it's a little chilly out today, and that's okay. Man, I shouldn't have said that. That rhymed. That was lame. All right, so we're gonna do squatting today. No, I'm not doing a new kettlebell thing. Kettlebells are fine. Not making fun of you if you kettlebell all day, but I'm just warming up because it's cold, and I don't want to get hurt. So I just do some pretty simple little warm up stuff. Nothing extravagant. I think I've showed my it's been a while, but I showed the way I do a thing for bench press warm up, and then squatting and deadlifting. I have little routines I always do for that. I just don't always take the time to video them because they're kind of boring, honestly. But it's really just getting all the joints and muscles moving, getting the blood flowing. Starting to feel it there a little bit, and because you don't want to tear something. The goal is to be in good shape. Getting hurt puts you in bad shape in more ways than one. But we're also going to do Psalm 62 today. It's a Psalm of David, like a lot of them are right in this section. No description of what exactly inspired it, but it's a lot like Psalm 61. So it's all good. Similar ideas of God, His strength, our weakness, which is not just a theme of David's Psalms, it's really a theme of Scripture itself, isn't it? His strength and our weakness and all that. So, guess we ought to get into it, huh? I'm pretty warm, so we'll get rid of this thing. All right. Oh, yeah, I'm going to go empty bar for the first set today, too, just because I think that would be a good idea. All right, so Psalm 62. Truly my soul waiteth upon God, from him cometh my salvation. That's a good word, salvation. It's sort of, I've been thinking about this a lot. How many of these Old Testament, whether it's a psalm or in a story or whatever, just good theology there. Talking about our soul, talking about salvation, talking about things that is just laying the foundation for what's in the New Testament in so many ways. He only is my rock and my salvation. There's that word again. He is my defense. I shall not be greatly moved. All right, that's pretty cool. So God's our rock, God's our salvation, He's our defense. And as long as those things are true, uh, ain't nothing gonna happen to you. So that's a good idea, right? That's a great thought to start the day with. That's a little cold on the hands. Not gonna lie. All right. So what's next? How long will ye imagine mischief against a man? Ye shall be slain all of you, As a bowing wall shall you be, and as a tottering fence. They only consult to cast him down from his excellency. They delight in lies. They bless with their mouth, but they curse inwardly. Man, that's rough. Feel bad for those people. They got something bad coming towards them, it seems like, but they deserve it. So I guess I don't feel bad for them. Why did I say that? Well, I like this one verse right here. Verse 4. They get together, this description, they're coming together to figure out a way to take down somebody. Like, that's their whole point and purpose in life, I guess. They're just obsessed with taking down people. And that's funny because we're in a day and age where that's like this mantra that people live by. Um, take back the power, take down the people in authority, instead of just, taking stuff for what it is. Sometimes they are bad people in authority that need to be removed. But as if, like, common sense left the building, common sense has left the group chat. Uh, it's just, no, let's just take down everybody. Let's take out everybody. It's like someone's in position of power. They're automatically bad people. And it's like, yeah, but hey, moron, if you take it away and put yourself there, and anyone in a position of power is a bad person, then that's going to make you the bad person next, right? Common sense, right? So that's weird that people look at it that way. But you kind of see hints of this even back from the Old Testament. This isn't a new thing. People think it's new. Being woke isn't new. Being an enemy of God is as old as time. It's not a new thing. And I like the next part. They delight in lies, right? Like that's their favorite thing. Lies are their favorite. And if you watch the news, which I don't, but it's so prevalent. I don't have to watch the news. Someone's going to tell me what is in the news, so I can spend my time doing other things besides watching the news. Well, they seem to really like lies. They're obsessed with lies. They love to spread lies. They love to talk about lies. They love to make up their own lies. It's awesome. So maybe that's why I don't watch it. Now, I like verse 5 though. My soul, wait thou only upon God, for my expectation is from him. So you already see a little contrast here, as if this is all over Psalms. I mean, it's like the most obvious Bible contrast ever: good versus evil. Relying on man versus trusting God. Those things, because you got that contrast right there. These people who are trying to do this over here, or you have verse 5: my soul, wait on God. My expectation is from him. That's a good word. Expectation. I mean, people are going to always, I would say usually, people at some point are always, maybe I just have unrealistic expectations, but people, it seems like, always fail to meet expectations. God never, as long as, our expectations are in his will, he will never fail to meet our expectations. If we feel like God's not meeting our expectations, it's a problem with us and not him. It's like we need to check ourselves. Say, hey, God's not meeting my expectations, then my expectations probably aren't godly. But not the case here. This guy's waiting on God. We've seen that. He's expecting God to move and act. And he's acknowledging that even though he's going about his life, he's not sitting around. But he's God's will, God's plan, God's purpose. And he's trying to find that, trying to walk in it, trying to move in it. So hopefully you were thinking about your expectations there. And are you waiting on God to move? Because, well, look what he says next. He only is my rock and my salvation. So that's just a repeat of verse 2, My rock, my salvation. He is my defense. Okay, there's that again. I shall not be moved. Don't take that literally. Because God might want to move you from one spot in your life to another. But you're not going to be moved in the sense of what the enemy is trying to force on you. That's where you stand your ground. That's where you don't move. Because he's your defense. And then when it's his time, God might put you in a different position. He might move you to a different place. But in the meantime, you're just standing your ground. And God is my salvation and my glory, the rock of my strength, and my refuge is in God. Trust in him at all times, ye people. Pour out your heart before him. God is a refuge for us. I like that. You see the shift there from where he's using first person. It's grammar time. First person, singular pronouns.